Well, as I was writing down some of my thoughts, it started to get really windy and raining. So I guess you could listen to some ASMR while I do this. But the general thought behind this is to start some kind of audio journal to, have something to look back on. Because, journaling's good or whatever. It's another outlet that I can express my feelings. So, currently, it is May 2nd of 2021. I'm sitting on top of a hill, that's why it's so windy, by Dixie Technical College. It's a pretty nice view. I think I'm gonna include a picture at some point, or just like in the video. I don't know. Yeah. Right now, as of today, I am 19 years old. Been living in St. George for like about a year now, maybe a year and 2 or 3 months or so. I've been going to Dixie State University for pretty much that whole time, studying mechanical engineering, which I don't know if that's a mistake so far, but I guess we'll find out. I just barely got a BMW E46 330xi. It's a 2003 with 180,000 miles. So far, it's been... Oh, hey, rainbow. That's kind of cute. I haven't seen one here yet. That's kind of neat, I guess. I don't know if you can hear my phone vibrating, but oh well. It's a 2003. It's got 180,000 miles on it, which, I guess that's not too bad. But so far, I've been loving it. It does... The top hose to the radiator appears to be cracked, though. So, they quoted me $1,000 to fix it. But, so far, that's been the only problem I've had with it. This past semester has been pretty rough, to say the least. Going from high school, I never really had any study habits. I've just coasted through high school, basically almost failing every class, which is not good, obviously, but it's kind of come back to bite me in the butt so far, because I've tried to use the same strategy in college, and it has not really worked out at all, because now, grades kind of matter, and especially this past semester. So what basically happened was I was putting everything off until the very last minute, and if I had been doing my homework for English in this co-op class beforehand, turning everything in on the right due dates, it wouldn't have been so rough. But my 2 mechanical engineering classes, prototyping and coding, had some pretty big projects at the end of the semester that I couldn't really work on until the very end, which, it would have been rough if I had been doing my homework like I should have been, but I wasn't. So I had those 2 projects and all the homework from those other 2 classes slapping me in the face all at once, just freaking punching me in the face, knocked out. It was rough, but Yeah, I had some two pretty good friends, engineering friends, help me with my projects. One of them was Dixie Design Day, where we had to build golf courses, like mini golf courses, and then it was open to the public for a full day, where they played all the groups' golf courses. I think there were 7 groups, and our group was the smallest. It only had 3 people, so that was fun. Oh wow, it's a double rainbow now. Look how I'm special or something, I guess. And then the other project was manufacturing a pen out of a tube of, well, not tube, it was a bar of aluminum, like 10 inches long. My pen was pretty garbage. Actually, now that I think about it, I never even picked it up, so he still has my pen. I don't care. So yeah, it's been a little rough. Halfway through this semester, so I have been on the school's Rocket League esports team for, it's like, since I started. And I don't know if I want to go into too much detail, not like it's, crazy or weird or anything, but it's kind of a lot to explain. But there were some, gosh dang, this wind, I thought it was dying down, I guess not. Yikes. The storm should be over soon. I see light at the other end. I was enjoying the Rocket League team for a while, but like recently the president of the club, well, the old president was not running it well at all. And for a long time, Rocket League was the only esports team that was actually practicing, so we were kind of left alone. And the varsity team, me and 2 other people were putting in like around 20 hours a week into this team, and we were getting like no recognition, no benefit. Like we were just a group of friends playing a game together, basically, and it was not worth justifying 20 hours a week doing that. So halfway through this semester, we finally pulled the plug and told our coach that we wanted to quit, which that was actually really hard to do because we were pretty good friends, us and the coach. So that was rough, but I mean, it was for the best. Now the B team is getting a lot of attention. They're not doing too bad in the tournament they're playing in either, which is awesome, and I think they're loving it. So it worked out in the end. But now, since we left, me and those 2 other people, we have this idea to do a startup business company kind of thing, wrapping vinyl on cars, which professional places will charge like $3,000 per car, and vinyl, like 55 to 65 feet, will run you like $600. So that's like $2,000 per car on the low end will profit you like 1,400 bucks, which is not bad at all. So we've been looking into that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But it's something positive to look forward to, I guess. This rainbow is really bright now. That's kind of neat. But this past semester, I've been getting the feeling, like, I don't want to admit anything yet, because I don't know if it's an actual problem, because I've been pretty stupid, and it's kind of understandable I've been feeling this way. But throughout this semester, I guess ever since I moved here, well, I mean, it's been going on longer than that, but I've been pretty sad, like just generally all have, I would say around, I don't know, 3 to 1 days are sad. Like 3 sad days, and then I'll have like 1 happy day. That's a pretty rough estimate. But that's generally how it's been going. And I think, so there's these 5 big characteristics or like personality traits that define someone's personality, right? So there's openness, agreeableness, conscientiousness, extroversion, and neuroticism. And basically what I'm thinking is I've got a high, above average level of neuroticism. And the definition of that is a trait characterized by sadness, moodiness, and emotional instability. Now, I don't think I have like emotional instability, because my emotions are pretty stable, I would say. But generally, they're kind of sad, on the sad end of things. But I don't want to like go jump into the conclusions and saying I have like depression or whatever, because I feel like that's a pretty trendy thing to do recently. And like, the way I've been feeling is pretty understandable, because I've been, slacking off. I've got a whole bunch of bad habits that I need to fix. And it's, it's not, I haven't been feeling like this for no reason. Like, there's a reason that I can fix. So, recently, I don't want to say that yet. I'll say that. I'll get to that later. But yeah. Oh, there's the other end of the rainbow. I see 3 rainbow ends right now. That's kind of neat. Oh, no, 4. There's a really faint end of the double rainbow. Look at that. So there's a main rainbow that covers like basically the whole city. I guess you can imagine it with the picture I'm gonna take. So on the very right side of the picture, there's 2 rainbow ends, and then on the very left side of the picture, there's a faint rainbow and then a super faint double rainbow. So there's like a huge double rainbow in front of me. That's kind of cool. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign everything's gonna work out. Who knows? Oh, some people pulled up to take a picture of it. That's kind of nice. This is a pretty nice view, honestly. I already took the picture, but in the picture it's really cloudy and dark. But it got lit up. The clouds. Oh, that's a nice view. Anyways, yeah, neuroticism. I think I have a high level of that. That's my theory, at least at the moment. Things can always change, but yeah. A few weeks ago, or like a month ago, I guess now, my dad and my brothers, we all went to California on a trip, and it was pretty fun. But when I came back and they left, I realized like I kind of miss those guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I realized more than I thought I realized that I missed them. So, yeah, it's kind of rough living out here on your own. I mean, I'm sure it's a pretty common feeling, but that probably adds an element to what I've been feeling. And maybe that'll go away, maybe I'll get used to it, but yeah. Anyways, I read... Oh, here comes some rain. I read this book by Brian Tracy called Just Shut Up and Do It. Very fitting. Very nice book. It was for a school assignment, but it was recommended to me by my co-op professor, which thanks to her. Because in the book, whoa, the rainbow goes all the way. Wow, that's cool. It's like a full rainbow now. It's not just two ends. Wow, that's a huge rainbow. Oh my gosh, I keep talking about this rainbow, but it's huge. That's probably the biggest rainbow I've ever seen, honestly, actually. I don't know if I can take a picture while doing this audio recording, but oh well. You can just imagine it in your head. It's kind of nice. In the book, it talks about habits, how successful people, 95% of what they do are dictated by the habits they have. Because you only have like so much motivation in a day, and each little task outside of your habits requires motivation. So to someone who has a bunch of bad habits like me, let's take Elon Musk, for example. I know it's kind of an extreme example, but he's got a whole bunch of good habits, and to me it's like, dang, I could never freaking do that, because he's got so much motivation. He's out here running like 3-4 companies at the same time. Like, that's insane. But it all just comes down to your habits. He's got just as much motivational energy per day as I do. I mean, maybe a little more, but it's just because he has good habits that he's able to do all the things he does. So that's what part of what the book talks about. And then it talks about what else? Goals. You need goals. If you have nothing to work towards, then it's no wonder you do nothing all day. So you got to give yourself goals to work towards, which I'm going to make a goal list I want to accomplish over the summer, and a whole bunch of habits I want to work towards. So I'm going to really try over the summer to change the way I've been thinking, I guess, or acting. It should be a pretty positive summer. On a side note, crypto's been doing pretty well. I have, I think, 1,800 Dogecoin, and right now it's around 4 cents, which I'm up like 600% right now, which is crazy. And over the summer, I'm going to try and get into Helium, which, if you don't know what that is, instead of a proof of work mining reward system like Bitcoin or Dogecoin or Ethereum, Helium has a proof of coverage reward system. So basically, people have these antennas and little hotspots that they provide coverage to this low WAN, I forget the acronym, but it's a type of basically radio signal that you can send information over. And instead of a company like Verizon going out and setting up all these towers and hotspots and paying people to do maintenance on them, these guys will, I guess, commission anyone who wants to really to contribute to this Helium network. So some people, your reward is based off of how many witnesses, they're called, your hotspot can see. So the more hotspots your hotspot can see or connect to, the more reward you're going to get. But they have to be kind of far, because you're not going to provide any benefit to the coverage, to the network, if you have two hotspots right next to each other. So, but in pretty big cities like, let's say, Salt Lake or Los Angeles, people who can see a ton of hotspots have been getting like $10,000 a month for providing this coverage, which is absolutely insane. I mean, that's obviously on the high end of the spectrum, but there's some real potential with this stuff. And I ordered 2 hotspots about a week ago, but it's like gonna come in June, so there's a really long waiting list. This helium's picking up in popularity quite a bit recently, but it's kind of a fun project I have lined up over the summer. Yeah, I think that's basically all I wanted to say so far. I don't know, we'll see how things go. Still gonna go to school next semester, although I have to take a break from my mechanical classes because I'm not caught up on my math, so I'm basically gonna be a year behind, which blows. So instead of graduating in 2024, I get to graduate in 2025. Yay. I don't know. Pretty much everyone else has a 5-year plan anyway, so I don't know. It's a hard degree. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do these like either once a week, maybe once a month. Probably I'm gonna aim for once a week, but it'll probably end up being once a month. But it's a lot easier to talk rather than write stuff down, because I've been writing stuff down in my tiny freaking notebook for a journal, and it sucks because it's so small, it's hard to write in. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just do audio logs. Yeah, I would like to do them in my room, but I feel like I wouldn't be completely honest because my roommates would be listening. So I drove out here on top of a hill in my car to get a nice view and think about life. And I have some snacks, some knockoff Doritos, and a 3D. I probably should not drink the 3D because it has 200 milligrams of caffeine, but I don't know what you're gonna do. I already bought it because I pulled an all-nighter on Friday to get my essay done for English as a 12-page essay. So yeah, living the life of a student for sure. Oh, how long is this? Oh, 23 minutes. Wow, I've been talking for a while. I think that basically sums up most of my thoughts so far. I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm going to post this on YouTube. Just, to look back on later, have a way to look at this later. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'm going to actually do it, but I think I will. If I find out how to take this from my phone to my computer. Yeah. Anyways, I'll give you an update maybe if I remember. Or maybe, I don't know, this might be a one-time thing. In case this is a one-time thing, I'm sorry if you were looking for a sequel, but I guess this is it. I wish me luck, I guess. Is that a thing people say? Hello, future self. I guess. Hopefully things worked out. You would know. Dude, tell me, do things work out? Do I get a girlfriend? Or am I gonna be single forever? I don't know. I'm gonna end this. See you, or hear you in the next one. I drank I drank too much caffeine. Caffeine is fantastic. See you in the next one. Hopefully things work out. This is Easton. going dark.